This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today we're here at Paracel Storm, located in the South China Sea. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, set to bring you all the action out on the course. Frank, looks like a bit of a war zone out there.
Interesting layout, Rich. 18 par threes ahead of us, and well, we're going to have to negotiate ourselves around there, hopefully with radio control, and we can fire when we're ready.
One of the most unusual courses in the world. Players hitting across islands, over buildings, and off an aircraft carrier. You couldn't ask for much more.
This is not for the faint of heart.
"180 yards to the flagstick." Frank, no leisurely stroll from the clubhouse to the first tee. Like most golf courses, here we go, from an aircraft carrier on the first tee.
Yeah, it's a scary little sight trying to take off there on that opening tee shot. Green situated on a little island. 186 yards, though. That's what we've been radioed in the yardage today. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
1 under early in the round. Frank, as we look at the second, your average hole with, say, a few bunkers, maybe even a pond, that would be a walk in the park compared to what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah, early surveillance said that guard shack just to the right of the green is actually not empty, so be a little aware of that when you cross the bridge. Green just 167 yards away, though, from the tee.
That will be a great look at birdie. Getting set now over the putt. Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under.
So this is an interesting tee shot as that destroyer continues to burn.
Amazing that play still continues. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start. Normally you'd be happy to take 2 from there. What's one going to feel like? Great putt.
Out of the next hole. This one is a long shot. Needs the heavy artillery on this.
We've got to go over the solar panels and the radio tower. This, the longest par 3 so far on the golf course. Beach between the radar tower and the green. Trees adorn this as well. You're a little too long, you'll be surfing.
Birdie try up next. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. Frank, you and I have called golf from around the world. In fact, we had our broadcast position in the Grand Canyon in a hot air balloon. Tell you what, I'm glad we didn't pick that spot to broadcast from. That would have been lights out early.
It would have, but I don't even know if our observation tower that was situated in is going to be safe. Already the destroyers come and hit the land. And, of course, the fifth hole, this par 3, at just over 200 yards. That should be rather interesting, but hopefully we'll be safe. Let's batten down the hatches while we watch the tee shot.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Wait, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
No, sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. Frank, here at the sixth, a really fascinating hole.
It is mid sort of 200 yards, shared greens, a bit like St. Andrews. But because you're hitting it over an island, you're almost going to have to parachute this tee shot in here and get it to land softly. There's a lot of things going on behind, to the left and the side. It's like a little village that you're heading into. Hopefully you don't need a passport.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
For birdie. Headed for a handful right now. 4 birdies on the day. Now on to the 7th, and Frank, this potentially a tricky hole.
Green well protected in the short and to the right there by that concrete blockade. Green lines up nicely, not overly long too, and really just a nice shot on target. Just be wary of the breeze though in case it's coming off the water. It'll blow it towards those palm trees.
And you don't want to get stuck down in the trenches either. Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3.
Now ready for the explosion shot. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Spieth has this for par. In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. Partner, look at that. Left here at the 8th hole. You and I could shoot a little hoop. You want to play a little donkey?
Yeah, it's very observant of you, Rich. Also, the barracks just up ahead that protect the left side of this green. So there's a lot of visual intimidation on this par 3. Follow the sandy trail, and there's green at the end.
This could be a good one. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Just 5 feet left. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, it's been a real battle out here so far on the front 9. Let's finish it off in style here.
There's a great view just slightly right of the 9th green. Look out. Now, that's full of people. You might get the appropriate applause, maybe even a standing ovation, at least a salute. 150 yards approximately to that flag, but you have to be precise. And let's see how precise you can be.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Excellent front side, trying to keep it going here on the second 9.
He's just playing beautifully, hitting so many good shots, giving himself so many opportunities. Can he keep it going? Our computer gives us 23 feet, Rich.
Settles in over the putt.
Oh, this is a huge putt. It's in.
The 11th hole here at Paracel Storm, now a military playground. Frank, certainly the players are thankful, having traded the guns for golf clubs. Good time out there so far.
A little bit of an obstacle course, though, here at 11. You can see the weather vanes that adorn the right side of this hole. Tee shot has to be played across that seawall. So once again, all carry. And let's see if he can land softly on the other side.
Early part of this back 9 and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. So stays at 6 under with that solid par putt. Frank, the 12th hole here at Paracel Storm, at 241 yards, island green. I can't think of a harder par 3 in the world.
This hole, you really have to be wary on the direction of the wind, because if it's coming off the island, then it's going to blow it towards the water. It's going to make this tee shot so much more difficult. Conversely, if you get a little sea breeze, it's going to help. It's going to hold it up there and make this whole play that little bit easier.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Eyeing this putt for a birdie. Continuing to play well. -7 now after that putt. Here we are now at the 13th, and Frank, this is a stout-looking hole.
Rich, it certainly is. No time to be superstitious on number 13. The trenches, they protect the back and the right of this green. Anything left of that, time to call in the Navy.
Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Frank, now at the 14th, and really a simple objective here.
It looks like an old sand dune where they've just put a green on top. Rather benign. It might just sneak up on you, though. It really just looks like green and beaches with a few palm trees behind, but beware.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Getting set now over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Now to the 15th, and Frank, where exactly is the green here?
Well, I think you need the Jungle Book to try and decipher this one. A little short par 3 up and over there. There is a green in amongst that jungle. And even the green has its own little mini jungle in it.
This is one of my favorite holes on this golf course. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Not quite enough on that one, couple of feet short.
Yeah, hopefully he taps it in. Not his best, but hopefully it's just 2 putts.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Sixteenth hole now, Frank, here at Paracel Storm. 153 yards. Little breeze here. This might be time for a nice low tracer.
Yeah, if you're running out of gas, you can always use the solar panels just to recharge. Green perched out. Boulders to the right. Beach to the right. In the bridge. Well, you can always walk the plank later. Let's get this one safely on deck. You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And he's made it onto the green now. For par. 8 under par for the round. Now to the 17th hole, and as we come to the end of this round, you salute the players because they're out there carrying not only their golf clubs, but the med kits and the meal packs, because this is no ordinary golf course. You have to be on alert, high guard all the time. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. That will be a great look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Frank, the job is almost complete here at the 18th hole, and a good job at that, as we have seen some spectacular golf here at Paracel Storm in the South China Sea.
Just one more battle ahead. The difficult 18th. Should they succeed, then I think they're worthy of a salute.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Spieth trying to light the fuse. This one's for birdie. A great roll right there. Just a pure stroke right in the heart. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.